Known for some incredible wings and one of the league's most passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And we're off and running from Western New York. Ty Johnson now to return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Allen comes out throwing. That's to the sideline, and Shakir snags it. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First tone of the game for James Cook. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. Blitz coming here. Allen. Ooh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they're up against it here on 4th down. They'll go. Allen. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There's not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
And he made the most of his running room on that one, getting it down to the 27. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. From the 27. On target to his back, Rico Dowdle. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Dowdle crosses the goal line for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. Johnson now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 now. Gets this to Kincaid. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Tackle made by Trayvon Diggs. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Pressure coming, it's Allen. He's on the move. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
And he'll get down to the 21-yard line before he stopped. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They have it on 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Now motion him out of the backfield. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Matt Milano in to pick it off. And the Bills are finally dragged down after the turnover and a great return back to the opposing 35. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Play action now. Allen. That finds his man. It's Keon Coleman. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Ooh, put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Back to the air. Allen. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. And the Cowboys scoop it up.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. They give it to him again. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. That's A.J. Epinesa on the tackle. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Here's Dak. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
On 4th down, Prescott's a throw. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Running back sent in motion. Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Allen on third down. Cook calls it in. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs.
Yeah! Here we go! Right check! Go to 54, right?
Throwing on first is Prescott. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Taylor rapping to pick that one off. And the Bills get it back after making their third first-half interception. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They send a tight end in motion. On first down, Allen. Pass complete to Cook. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. 3rd and short, and you're back.
And in, touchdown, Buffalo. Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills take the lead on that successful kick. Bass now to kick this away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. First down, here's Dak. Catch is made down the right sideline. Give him 24 on that play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. Oh no, they get him yet again! DeMar Hamlin picks it off. And the Bills will start with it in the 4th after an interception to end the quarter. One last play before the break.
At their own 36-yard line.
One final shot before halftime. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Bass now to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Yeah! Here we go! Kill!
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Second down now, 7 to go. Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Dumps it off to his running back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Looking to throw. He connects downfield on 4th. And he takes it all the way down close to the 15 before going out. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him the first on 4th down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's able to rip off a chunk of red zone yardage to the 10. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Back to the well again. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Dowdle goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys take the lead right away in half number 2. The Cowboys offense remains on the field. They're going to line up and go for 2 here. And this is caught as they hit the end zone for 2. Oh, it's a favorite of NFL teams and armchair quarterbacks alike, partner. The quick slant. It is so tough to defend that close to the goal line, and this time it works for 2.
It sure is. It's one of those plays that I think Bart Starr was running in the 60s, that slant route. When you incorporate it with the threat of a fade as well, that's when it becomes so effective. But you get inside that DB, you show the quarterback your numbers, and it's almost automatic for a 2-point conversion.
Allen now on 1st down. He puts some power on a deep one left. And he makes the wait. No, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. This will be caught by Cooper. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Sending the tight end in motion left. 1st and 10, here's Allen. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Man in motion here. Again, Allen to the air. Complete. It's Cooper. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. So we're through 3 here. It's Bills football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. They have themselves another 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Allen gonna throw again. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. To the air again, Allen. Complete to Shakir. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Another one for Cook. And that play backfired. He's brought down way behind the line.
A loss of 9 on the
Hey,
play.
Kate, you were out there with me on the West Coast, and I was spoiled and you were spoiled. When we watch that Legion of Boom, we watch 2 of the best safeties in the game, Cam and Earl, bringing the pain, bringing the heat, bringing tackles.
This could decide things. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys have it on the edge of their own goal line. They're at the 3. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Lone back gets the handoff. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A pickup there of 33 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
1st down, ball at the 36.
Yeah, here we go. Where is it? Where is it? Hey, kill. Wait,
Dak off the play fake. Throw secured by Brandon Cooks. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. They'll run here on 1st down. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Second and 6 coming up here. Back-to-back carries here. And this time they won't surrender anything. They wrap him up at the line. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? Or both.
All of us.
Yeah,
All of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.